G'day guys, it's your old mate Googs. I'm back to make you a series of videos on some different ideas here and there. Now it's election week in Australia, but election week in Australia is fucking boring. Unlike America or Europe, where there's all this interesting shit going on and protests and people screaming at each other and whatnot, in Australia, you've got a choice between Liberal and Labor, and at the moment they're having a little bit of follow the leader. One says we're going to do this, and the other says, oh yeah, we're going to do that too. One says we're going to do that, and the other side goes, yeah, we're going to do that too. It's fucking boring. And Scott Morrison, well, he's not exactly the most interesting piece of shit in the world. And Bill Shorten, he's definitely not a very interesting piece of crap either. But they're both at least pieces of crap, so fair enough. But that's all I'm going to say about the election at this point, except for the fact that at 6 p.m. Western Australian Standard Time, I'm going to start doing a live stream this weekend, Saturday, the 18th of May, going to do the election live stream, because I think it might be interesting, and I'm going to have a couple of mates join me, and they're known to this channel and to a few other projects I've done here and there, and I think it should be fun, and you can join in with the live stream and put in your 2 cents worth, and it'll probably be all right. So anyways, beyond that, today I'm going to talk about bullying, school bullying. Now, when I was younger, I copped a little bit of school bullying, and I think most people here and there have. And the schools are trying so desperately hard, and governments and all the rest of that crap are trying so desperately hard to stop it. And it's not going to work, because what they're saying is, oh, we're going to teach the kids not to to like each other, and not to pick on each other, not to harass each other. And you try and explain that to a 5-year-old preschool kid, and they're going to go, yeah, but he's annoying me, miss. And you say it to a 10-year-old kid, and they're going to be like, yeah, but he deserves it, miss. Or high school kids, well, they don't even give a shit about the teachers, 9/10 of them anyway. So what are you going to do? Here's the thing. It's not a good idea for the education system, the teachers and the principals and all that, to try to run a separate court system, in a sense, to the actual criminal court system. Because, I mean, if you look at bullying, if it's physical bullying, it's assault and battery. If it's, just picking on you for a period of months or weeks or whatever, that's harassment. These are all legal crimes, right? And for some reason, the schools say, no, we'll handle it. Guys, grow up. No. I know it's extra paperwork, but you're not equipped to do it. You're not lawyers and judges and police officers. You're frickin' teachers. Okay? I've heard people suggest things like publicly shame them. What, we're going to start publicly shaming people under the age of 18? Now, that's just bloody wrong, because people change over time, right? And in 5 years' time, they might have kids, and they might have responsibility, and they might actually be a half-decent human being. Just because you're a prick when you're 15 doesn't mean you're going to be a prick at 25. Although I do know some people. But anyways, my idea, and it's been my idea for many, many, many years, is to, from year 1 or year 2 or whatever it is, you bring in a martial arts expert, you bring in a local instructor, okay? And you teach the kids martial arts. It doesn't matter what it is, boxing, taekwondo, karate, judo, jiu-jitsu. It doesn't really frickin' matter. And you teach the kids how to fight, okay? But you're not teaching them how to just get out in the schoolyard and beat the crap out of each other. What you're doing is teaching them self-discipline and how and when to fight, okay? You only use this in self-defense. And it's going to kill that bullying thing, because, if somebody comes up and tries to harass you, well, they know that, like you, you're quite capable of looking after yourself. And you get a major sense of confidence, by the way, physical confidence, if you know a martial art. So it probably isn't even going to worry whoever they're picking on. If somebody tries to, some young fella decides to be a bit of a jerk-off and, tries to touch a young lady inappropriately, she can turn around and smack him out. I'm not suggesting that's a good idea, but that's in the back of that young man's head. okay? The guys who like to go and pick on other dudes, right? They know that that person that they're going to pick on is quite capable of kicking their ass, okay? It takes that little bit of, it makes it uncertain for those people who actually want to do bullying. Suddenly they're going, oh, hang on. This person could hurt me. This person potentially could just destroy me, okay? And believe it or not, that will work. That will work. Because I've seen it. I mean, you can tell somebody who's a martial artist, the way they carry themselves, the way they act, and the way they don't need to fight. They just don't need to fight. What's the point? They've got this self-discipline. And that's going to help the kids as well. Self-discipline is really, really awesome. You become self-aware of not just your mind and your abilities, but your physical body. You become very aware of where you are in space and in relation to time and space and physical objects around you. So my suggestion would be, instead of turning the bloody teachers and the principals into frickin' a secondary court system like it seems to be going at the moment, let's teach the kids how to do a little bit of martial arts, give themselves the ability to defend themselves against any attackers, and at the same time give them the mental capacity, if you will, and the confidence to be able to overcome those types of issues for themselves instead of being babied and helicoptered over. I'm the drunk philosopher, Googs, and I'm wishing you all the best. Uru.